We're going to start in a seated position, so finding a place that feels comfortable for you. You're welcome to elevate the hips. You're welcome to just sit with the legs grounded. You're also welcome to extend the legs out if sitting cross-legged isn't very comfortable. Julie, Mark, do you want me to wait a minute? Yeah, okay. Bringing the hands onto the knees or onto the thighs wherever they naturally find themselves, and just lowering the gaze or closing the eyes completely to begin with. Drawing the shoulders back and inviting space across the front of the body. And just allowing yourself the first few moments to tune into the breath. Trying to marry the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. Perhaps starting to notice the count of the inhale and trying to make your exhale ever so slightly longer. Working this morning to open the front of the chest. Opening up the front of the throat, releasing the shoulders. Taking another couple of full breath cycles. With your next exhale, I invite you to gently start to drop the chin down towards the chest. Taking a moment there, perhaps noticing any sensations that move through the spine, or whether it's simply just a gentle elongation of the back of the neck. Taking a deep inhale. As you exhale, I would like you to roll the right ear towards the right shoulder, moving slowly. And very gently bring the chin back down to the chest. Going the opposite way, rolling the left ear to the left shoulder. And as you exhale, nice and slowly, come back to the center, chin to chest. And again, rolling right ear to right shoulder. Exhaling, bring chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale back to chin to chest. Rolling the right ear to the right shoulder again as you inhale, and this time holding here. Drawing the left shoulder down and away from you. And perhaps choosing to reach up the right hand and bring it on top of the head to add a tiny bit of weight. And then maybe you want to start to walk the left hand out alongside onto the mat. And maybe see if you can walk the fingers away a little bit, encouraging that left shoulder down. Breathing into any feelings of sensation that you notice in the neck, inside of the head, perhaps in the shoulders. Taking one more deep breath cycle in. And as you exhale, start to walk the hands back towards you, bring them back onto the thigh. And then gently release the right hand away from the head and bring chin to chest. When you're ready, rolling left ear to left shoulder. And again, pausing here, drawing the right shoulder down this time. And then perhaps choosing to bring a hand on top, adding a tiny bit of weight. And then maybe start to walk the hand away, inviting a deeper sense of stretch, of length. Taking one more full breath cycle in, one long exhale out. Gently bring that hand back onto the thigh or onto the knee. Release the left hand and bring chin down to chest. With your next inhale, draw the head up. And as you exhale, I'd like you to tip the chin up, only moving as far as is comfortable. This isn't the position that we would naturally take. So moving the head back as far as it will go, but moving with control rather than just dropping that extra weight back. Perhaps opening the mouth slightly, releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth, see if you can find any more space. Then very gently with your inhale, slowly bring the head back up. Good. When you're ready, looking to the right and looking to the left. One more time, looking each way. Bringing yourself back to center, interlace the fingers for me in front of the body. And then I'd like you to just pull the hands forward, really allow the shoulders to round forward, pull the core back towards the spine, dropping the chin down a little bit. And then when you feel ready, turn the hands away from you. And on your next inhale, really allow the body to arch up, draw the arms up and back behind the ears. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, turn the hands down, pull them forward again, rounding the spine. Good. Turn the hands away, inhale, open the front body up. And then exhale, last time, rounding forward. Turn the hands away, reach up higher, higher, higher. Allow the shoulders to come all the way up by the ears. And then as you exhale, bring the right hand down by your side. Push the hand down into the ground, reach the left arm up and over, taking a side stretch. Inhaling to reach both arms up overhead. And then swapping sides, bringing the left hand down, reaching the right arm over. Inhale to bring both arms up. And then as you exhale, bring the hands behind you, fingers facing towards the body. Roll the shoulders back and really just encourage the chest to puff up. Press into the hands, press into the fingertips. If you know you're in my world where the elbows want to look as if they're breaking, try and keep a micro bend. Take one more full breath cycle. Perhaps you want to push down through the hands, maybe start to push down through the front of the shins, see if you can lift the hips up. One more breath in. As you exhale, allow the hips to come down if you've chosen to lift them. Good, and then slowly bring the fingers forward. You can roll over if the knees and the ankles allow into a tabletop. You're welcome to roll the legs around you and find your way instead. But moving into a tabletop position. Good. Moving through a few rounds of cat-cow as you inhale, lifting the gaze, tilting the pelvis up, and really pulling the hands towards you, spreading the collarbones wide. As you exhale, press through the hands, dome into the upper back, the lower back, round back. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the hands towards you, spread the collarbones. Exhale, push down and round back. One more time, inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Good, come to find your neutral position. Okay, I'd like you to start to walk the hands forward, keeping the hips stacked over the knees, coming into that extended puppy, so pressing into the hands, allowing the shoulders to soften down. And it might be that the forehead finds the mat, it might be that the chin. Taking 2 more deep breath cycles. With your next inhale, start to lift the gaze. Start to lift the forearms and gently come down onto the forearms. Tuck the toes underneath. Lift the knees and shift the weight forward to find a forearm plank. Tucking the pelvis underneath. Taking a really deep, long breath in. As you exhale, lower the body all the way down. Finding your way into Sphinx, coming onto the top of the feet, gently press down. Elbows drawing underneath, shoulders pulling the hands back. Take a deep breath cycle in. This time, I'd like you, I'm going to move back so you can see, I'd like you to move your right hand further forward and walk the left hand underneath. So taking a moment to just lie flat, the right arm forward, left arm tucked under, and allow the head to relax. And you're welcome to play around with that left hand to find which way intensifies things for you, maybe palm facing up, maybe palm facing down. And then slowly we're going to start to bend the right knee, draw the right knee up towards the elbow, well, your hand of the left hand. Good, and then we're going to slowly roll the right shoulder open behind us. So moving into a spinal twist. Encouraging that right shoulder, that right elbow to ground itself down. And then turning the left palm up towards the ceiling. As you next inhale, I'd like you to bring the right arm all the way across the body, slide it down the length of the left hand, and then slide the right hand past the left, so we're rolling the right arm and shoulder all the way forward, and then reach the right arm in a full circle up behind the head, and all the way open again to the right side. 2 more times. As you inhale, draw the right arm all the way across. Close the right shoulder down, pull the fingers past the left, and then slowly reach the arm up overhead and behind you. Last time, moving with your own breath. And then just pausing here for a moment. Allowing the weight of the right knee and the right shoulder to pull apart from each other, really opening across the front of the body. Taking one more full breath cycle. Then gently crossing the right arm all the way over again on top of the left. Good, and then I'd like you to straighten the right leg. Bring the right hand down underneath the right shoulder. Push down with the right hand. And bring both arms underneath. So we've got the right leg extended out to the side. Good. Just finding a bit of space through the hips, trying to ground the right hip down. And depending on how the back is feeling, you're welcome to perhaps walk the hands a bit wider apart and maybe lift a little bit higher. Take one more breath in. Exhaling to come all the way down, whichever variation you've taken, and just gently draw the right leg back. Give the hips a bit of a wiggle from side to side. And then swapping sides, so sending the left arm forward, walking the right arm underneath, coming to line neutrally for a moment. Slowly start to bend the left knee, draw it up to the left side. Good, so with the left knee bent, we're going to come onto the right side of the face and start to roll the left arm open behind us. Take a deep breath in as you next inhale again, draw the left arm over, pull it past the right. Then slink the arm up behind the head and all the way around. 2 more of those. Inhale, draw the left arm over, close the space. And then slide it all the way up behind the head and all the way around. Last time, reaching forward. And then peeling the body all the way open. Good, and allowing yourself a few breath cycles here. Again, starting to encourage that left shoulder down, the left knee across. Opening the chest. When you're ready, start to straighten the left leg out. Roll the left hand underneath the left shoulder, so we're closing that twist. Push down with the left hand. Bring the right arm underneath. Good. So finding our way into a sphinx with the left leg extended. I don't have enough room, so pretend my left leg extended. Good. And then you can choose to stay here. You can choose to come a little bit higher, pushing down with the hands and lifting up. Take one more deep breath cycle. As you exhale, lower the body all the way down and slide the left leg back down. Giving the hips a bit of a wiggle. Drawing the hands underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes. Pushing back to your first downward dog, whether you want to come through a tabletop or whether you want to push straight up and back is up to you. And just inviting some movement perhaps into the heels. And then coming to find stillness. Softening the elbows, wrapping the shoulders out away from the ears, find more space. And then take a really deep breath in. As you exhale, start to walk the feet forward towards the hands. Good, inhaling, lifting the chest, finding length halfway. Exhaling, softening the knees, folding the body down. Planting the hands, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down and untuck the toes. Good, keep the left hand rooting down as you inhale, reach the right arm up. And allow that right hand to start to drop behind you a little bit, opening yourself. Take another deep breath in, reach the fingers a little bit higher towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, reach the right hand towards the back of your mat. Inhaling, bring the right hand forward to the inside of the right knee, reach as far forward as you can. And then as you exhale, open the chest up. Inhale, reaching the hand forward. Exhale, opening back. One more time, inhaling to reach as far forward as you can. Maybe tuck the toe and lift up the knee. Exhale, open up and back. Good, coming onto the fingertips of the left hand, lifting the chest a little bit higher. And then when you feel ready, lift the left arm up completely. So you can take this in a low lunge or a high lunge, your choice. Finding you into a good solid twist, good. Dropping the right hand down, turn the left palm up. Reach the left hand forward and gently reverse back. And then slowly start to straighten the front leg, open both arms and find your first warrior two. I'm going to turn around so I'm going back to you. Sinking down into that front knee. Good, broadening the chest out. Good, and then as you inhale, start to straighten the front leg, reach the arms up high. And as you exhale, cactus the arms down as you sink into the front knee. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, cactus the arms, bend into the knee. Last time, inhale to straighten. Exhale to cactus and hold. Take a deep breath in. Take a long breath out. Inhale, reach the fingers away and exhale to close. Turning onto the board of the back foot, step the front foot to the back of the mat to find high plank. And then lowering through your version of chaturanga. So you might drop the knees, you might keep them up. Rolling shoulders back, pressing down the tops of the feet, finding high or low cobra. And then pressing back to find downward facing dog. When you're ready, as you inhale again, reach the left leg high towards the sky if you're lucky enough to be outside or towards the ceiling. As you exhale, step the left foot down between the hands. This time dropping the right knee down, untucking the right toes. Grounding down through the right hand, peel the left arm up. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the left hand towards the back of the mat. And then with your inhale, pull the hand as far forward as you can. Really pull into the hip. Exhale, open up. Inhale, pull the arm forward. Exhale to open. Last time, inhale, pull yourself forward. Perhaps tuck the back toe and lift up the knee. Exhale, open. Whichever variation you've taken, coming onto the fingertips of the right hand for a moment. And then when you're ready, picking up the right hand to move into that twist. Always drop the back knee back down again. Drop the back hand, turn the front palm, reach forward, reverse up and back. Nice, Mark. Good, and then open up to find warrior two. And turn around again. Good. So same again, as you inhale, reach the arms up straight to the front leg. Exhale, really pull the elbows behind you and down, sink into the front knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down and sink. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down and sink. As you next inhale, reach the arms away. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands. Turn onto the ball of the back foot and step the back foot to the front of the mat. Inhaling, lifting halfway to find length. Exhaling, softening the knees to fold. This time planting the hands, stepping the right foot back. Good. As you inhale, you can choose to drop the back knee and take this in a low lunge variation. You can choose to take it in a high lunge, up to you. When you're ready, reaching both arms up overhead. Good. Hey, everyone's up. Okay. You can always drop the knee down if this becomes a bit too much. When you're ready, we're going to cactus the arms down. Take a deep breath, and I'd like you to bring the hands as if you were going to bring them to the back of the head, but pull them off the head. And then try and knit the ribs so the movement is coming from the shoulders. Good. Inhale to open the arms. Bring the fingers forward and down. Bring the hands behind you. And again, try not to take a back and to shift away from the hands. And try and pull the hands up the back and away from the back. Good. Opening back up and handing to come up. Hands come behind. Maybe bring the elbows a little bit higher, a little bit further back. Really try to open that shoulder space. Good. And then open the arms. Exhale, hands turn down. Bring them as high up the back as you can. And then notice if the shoulders are protracted forward and try and retract them and bring the hands away. Good. Everyone regrets taking a high lunge. Take one more breath in. Exhale, ground the back foot. Keep the hands behind you. I'd like you to interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to bring your left shoulder to rest on the thigh. Bringing the arms up and off the back of the body. Allow the head to be heavy and hang. With every inhale, keep trying to encourage the crown of the head to pull forward, the hip to pull back, find more space. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands down. Turn onto the ball of the back foot, step the front foot to the back of the mat. Your choice whether you'd like to take a vinyasa or whether you'd like to take a cat-cow or whether you'd like to skip it completely and go to downward dog. But I'll meet you there. And then when you're ready, as you inhale again, draw the right leg up. Sky or ceiling. As you exhale, step the right foot down between the hands. Choosing your variation, and when you're ready, reaching the arms up. If the last variation felt quite intense, stay with that. Otherwise, what we're going to do is we're actually going to make fists with the hands. And we're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to cactus the arms down. This time bringing fists behind, pushing the fists together, pull the elbows back and then pull the fists away from the head. And try not to turkey neck to get away. Inhale to open the arms. Cactus them down, bring the fists behind, push them together, roll the shoulders back and try and bring them away from the spine. Good. One more time. Opening the arms up, bringing the hands behind, pressing them together. Opening, exhaling them down, inhaling them together, push them in, shoulders pull back. Take a deep breath, release the hands, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, bring the front shoulder to come down to rest, and the arms up and off the back. Relax the neck, allow it to be heavy. Take one more deep breath, cycle in. And as you exhale, release the hands. Step the front foot to the back of the mat. Your choice, choosing to take the vinyasa, choosing to skip it and meet in downward dog. Perhaps inviting space again, pedaling one heel and then the other. Take one more good deep breath cycle in. As you exhale, drop down onto the knees. And push back to find a child's pose, keeping the arms extended. Walking the fingers further forward. Perhaps coming onto the fingertips to find more space underneath the shoulders. Noticing your breath. Noticing the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. And then as you next inhale, ripple up into a tabletop. Tucking the toes and pressing back into a downward facing dog. As you inhale, slowly start to reach the left leg high towards the sky or ceiling. As you exhale, shift the gaze forward, step the left foot down between the hands. Good, and then opening up to find your warrior two. Sinking a little bit deeper into that front knee if you can, making sure the knee stays out over the little toes. Dropping the back hand down, turn the front palm up, reach forward with that hand, find space and then gently arc back. Inhale to pull up. Bring the forearm down, the palm faces up, reach the back arm forward and gently roll the shoulder open. Maybe choosing to stay here, perhaps choosing to bring that top arm behind and bringing the hands as far around as you can to really open up that right shoulder. Keep sinking down into the left knee. Inhale, start to push down with this top leg, start to straighten the front leg, keeping that half bind if you've taken it. And starting to extend the left arm down to find a half bound Trikonasana. Slowly inhale, pull yourself all the way back up. Turn the front foot in. Bring both hands behind the body to interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back. And as you exhale, micro bending through the knees, shifting the weight onto the heels. And starting to fall the body forward. Inviting the arms to come up and off the back. Nice, Mark. Good, Julie. Keeping the elbows slightly soft if you can. Good, nice. And then very slowly as you inhale, pull the shoulders back, pull the hands behind you, pull all the way back up to standing. Great, start to turn the front toes back, sinking back down into warrior two. Take a deep breath in, cartwheel the hands. Turn onto the ball of the back foot, step the front foot to the back of the mat. We're going to come to lie all the way down on the belly. Good, coming onto the top of the feet. Bringing the hands behind, interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back. And start to pull the hands down the back, allow the hands to start to lift the chest. As you exhale, allow the body to come down. So we're not trying to take too big a back bend here, we're really trying to think about rolling the shoulders back, creating that space, and then using the hands to help broaden the collarbones and lift the chest slightly. Exhale to come down. One more time, inhale to press down through the top of the feet, lift the chest. Exhale to come all the way down, rest, release the hands underneath the forehead. And just give the hips a bit of a wiggle left to right. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes. Pushing yourself back into your downward facing dog. And then swapping sides as you inhale, soaring the right leg up. As you exhale, stepping the right foot down between the hands. Good, opening yourself up to find your warrior two. Good. Sinking a little bit deeper. Dropping the backhand down, turn the front palm up. Reach forward to find length. Exhale to reverse back. Sink a little bit deeper, Mark, if you can. That's it, good. Inhale, pull yourself up. Exhale, drop the forearm down. Back arm sweeps forward, rolls the top shoulder open. And then perhaps you can bring that top hand behind. Maybe it comes all the way around to find the thigh or the hip. Taking one more full breath cycle here. And then with your next inhale, keeping the top hand where you can, if you can, start to straighten the front leg. And bring the right hand down to find your Trikonasana. Nice, Julie, good. Peel that left shoulder back. Yes, perfect. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn the right foot in. Good. Slowly, we're going to bring the hands onto the waist this time. Lifting and opening up the chest, squeezing the elbows behind, so maybe start to draw the hands around onto the low back and start to fall the body forward, keeping those elbows tight. Squeezing the elbows behind you, keeping hands on the waist. And very gently inhale to peel all the way back up. Good. Turning the right foot back towards the front, sinking into your warrior two. Take a deep breath in. You know what's coming. Cartwheel the hands. Turn onto the ball of the back foot. And this time what I'd like you to do is actually shift the weight onto the front leg, lift the left leg up, just slightly. Good, bring the left knee into the back of the right knee, take a sort of tiny little squat. Straighten the leg behind you again. Exhale, bring knee into knee. Inhale to straighten. Last time, bring knee into knee. And then come to sit all the way down. Keep that knee sliding past. So you find your way into a seated position. If this is too much for the knees, Mark, I'm very mindful of yours, by all means straighten the bottom knee out so we've got a nice straight leg. Top leg comes over. If this feels okay, make sure you're not sitting on the foot. You can bring the top foot down. Knee might not instinctively stack, in which case you're welcome to bring the hands in front and slide the knees so that they do stack over each other. You choose the variation that's going to fit you, and then reach the arms up. So we want opposite arm to leg to cross over the top. So for me, I'm going to bring my right arm. I think for you guys, that means it's your left. Bring the hands towards each other. It might be the back of the hands. It might be that you can turn the palms. Doesn't matter which. Keeping the elbows down. As you inhale, start to invite the elbows to lift. And as you exhale, try and draw the hands out away from the face. Inhale, encourage the elbows a tiny bit higher. Exhale, the hands a tiny bit further away. Last time, inhale, elbows go up. Exhale, hands pull away. Good. Release, reach the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down in front. And slowly, mindfully, see if you've got any more space to perhaps walk the hands forward. Allow the body to soften. Noticing if you're trying to fight gravity and resisting. See if you can allow the glutes to relax, allow the head to feel heavy. Taking one more full breath cycle. And then slowly with your next inhale, start to draw the hands back, reach the arms up. As you exhale, if you've crossed the legs over, you're probably going to want to adjust that foot and plant it down. Bring the hands down by your side, push down, and try and stand yourself up, she says. Good. Okay, so for you, you need to twist yourselves around to the left, so you come to face the back of your mat. And then twist yourselves all the way back to the front. And you should come down with the legs crossed the other way. If that doesn't work for you, just feel free to sit and cross the legs over. That's it. Nice, Julie. Okay, so take again the variation that fits you on the other side. It might be that the bottom leg needs to extend. It might be that this side you can't put the knee down. Find a variation. Extend the arms out. When you're ready, crossing the arms over and bending at the elbows. No matter where the hands are, it's more important that the elbows stay stacked. Oh, we're okay. Keep the shoulders down, raise the elbows up and try and draw the hands out. Inhale again, elbows creep up, keep the shoulders down and try and pull the hands away a little bit. Last time, inhale, raise up. Exhale away. Inhale, release, reach the arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands down in front and maybe fall forward. Perhaps noticing a difference one side to the other. Taking one more full breath cycle. Slowly start to walk the hands back. Good. Okay, we're not going to twiddle around again. Straighten both legs out in front of you. Good. Okay, so we're going to interlace the fingers behind. And I'd like you, bear in mind I'm hypermobile, so this for me is particularly easy. So if it's not easy for you, I apologize. But I'd like you to try to turn the hands down and bring them down behind. Temptation for most of us is that this happens, the shoulders come forward again, and thinking about pulling them back, lifting the chest up. And that might feel like enough of a sensation, maybe in the wrists, the forearms, or the shoulders. If it doesn't, you're welcome to wiggle the hips forward and find more space. Really trying to broaden the collarbones, really breathing up into that space. Taking one more full breath cycle. And then very slowly, we're going to bend the knees and plant the feet. If you've walked the hips forward, I'd like you to push down with the feet, lift the hips up and bring them back towards the hands before you take the pressure off. Bring the hands in front of you and just move through the wrists. So interlace the fingers and just gently let go of any tension you're holding in the wrists. That's it, Julie. Try and create a full wave. That's it. Good. And then try and go the other way just to completely throw you off. Good. Where's your homework for the week? Okay. Roll yourself back. I'd like you to keep the soles of the feet together, and we're just going to roll ourselves all the way back and cactus the arms out. And start to gently close down the eyes. Allow this final feeling of real expanse and openness through the body. Working this morning on trying to find space Not only through the chest and the neck, but into the hips too. What seems to be coming up a lot for people at the moment, certainly in my communication with friends and peers, is that they feel unable to express themselves in their normal way. The global movement and awareness and focus on the world outside of our own has been incredible. This community, this joining together of people for common causes, for protests, for equal rights, for a global pandemic. But people are finding that they are starting to feel smaller and smaller, their own concerns and woes no longer relevant, no longer valid. And I want you today to really allow yourself to open up and communicate what's going on with you, with those that need to hear it. Reminding yourself that your thoughts, your opinions, your struggles, your wins are still as important as they've ever been. And talking about them doesn't make you insensitive. It just makes you human. Taking one more full breath here in this open space. And then when you're ready, slowly start to draw the knees together. Bring the knees towards the chest. Bring the arms around the knees. Maybe invite some movement left to right. In this final moment, if you feel there's anything now that you would like to take to finish your practice, it might be a forward fold, or perhaps a twist or a happy baby, or perhaps nothing at all. But taking anything that serves you, your practice, your body, before we find our way to Shavasana. But when you're ready, sending the legs all the way down to the bottom of the mat. Bringing the hands alongside the body, the palms upturned. Rolling the shoulders back to gently open and expand the chest. And as you inhale, really focusing on breathing into the belly. Expand the belly, lift the chest, lift the collarbones. As you exhale, open the mouth, sigh it all back out. As you inhale, again, start to breathe into the width of the body, spread the ribs wide. Fill the lungs widthways, really expand yourself along the mat. And as you exhale, open the mouth, hug the ribs back to the spine. Inhale into the back of the body. Breathing all the way up into the top of the shoulder blades, the top of the shoulders. Open the mouth, let the body come all the way back down onto the mat to rest. One more time, breathing into the belly, the chest, collarbones. Exhaling, leaving the collarbones, the chest, and the belly. Inhale into the width of the body, spread the ribs wide. All the way up into the armpits, the shoulders, and then exhale back to the spine. Inhale into the back of the body. Imagine you were trying to lift yourself up and off your mat. Breathing all the way up into the back of the shoulder blades, the top of the shoulders. Exhale, sigh yourself back down. And just let the body rest for a moment. Slowly, gently begin to move the fingers and move the toes. When you feel ready, start to reach the arms up, overhead and behind you, stretching yourself out, pointing the toes, finding length from end to end. And then gently start to bend the knees, rolling onto your right or your left side, curling yourself up and pausing for a moment there. Start to straighten the top leg, push down with the top hand and gently encourage yourself up to find a seated position that suits you on your mat. Bring the hands to somewhere that they rest instinctively. Beginning to take a deeper breath in, beginning to breathe down into the belly, up into the chest and into the collarbones. And as you exhale, open the mouth, sigh the air back out. Inhale to fill belly, chest, collarbones. Exhale to open it, let it out. Last time, breathing all the way up, holding at the top. Taking in a tiny bit more air, open the mouth, sigh it all back out. And then just lifting the corners of the mouth for a moment, noticing how it makes you feel. And then gently extending the arms in front of you, grab the hands together to generate some heat. Bring the fingers over the eyes. Blink the eyes open behind the hands. Spread the fingers to the light back in slowly. And then when you're ready, draw the hands down in front of you. Namaste. Thank you, guys.